Hey guys, that's No Moon back here again for another round of Grand Arena. I do have to be a little bit quieter this time. As some of you may know, with my current situation, I have about a 14-week-old baby girl who doesn't sleep very much, who likes crying, loves a sob, and as any of you parents or new parents out there know how hard it is, so trying to get her some sleep and trying to get her mum some rest as well. So I've got to be a little bit quieter this time. I noticed on the last stream the sound effects were a little bit too loud again, so I've turned those down. So just let me know if they're too loud or they need to go down any further. This time we're playing Jedi Party Sean Connery, and the first one was a win, as we saw, against Panna, and that was just more effective. He cleared everything on the board, we cleared everything on the board, but we were just a little bit more effective. And he's already attacked us. He went through bounty hunters, which, as I said before, I'm working on Django Fett to kind of go in there, and I think that will be a very good lineup, especially 3v3 to split bounty hunters, because they are tough. And bottom territory, I went for the Rogue One, Ewoks as well. And the one change I have made to my log ray on this, he was about 60% potency. He's now about 100 and something, I think. Let me just have a look. And I've realised I've always struggled when the other opposing log rate is potent and puts days on and things like that. So now he's potency 117, or basically 180. So there's about 75% extra potency on. I've done that with all potency sats, and hopefully that will probably, well, I'm not thinking to beat Memphis Nest, but what I am thinking is to time it out if there is no days or there's stuns available on the board there as well. A couple of roster changes I've made. I've taken Jedi Knight Revan up to 11, and also we got a Mark 7 Nubian scanner from, just dropped a full one from the raid, from the pit raid. So I've taken up, where is he, Vandor Chewbacca. Still needs quite a few shards, but it was super easy from gear 9 to gear 10, so he's gone straight to 11. And the last little bits there I need, so I've got that. I've got one of those that I could put straight away onto, yeah, so I could have two of those basically, one for Vandal and a set of stun cuffs there, but obviously there's no real point in me doing it until he's got the shards anyway, and I may as well save that stun gun for Jedi Knight Revan or Memphis Ness or Bastilla or whoever it is that would need it more. So going back to the Grand Arena, sorry, a little bit of side note of what I was working on and things like that. And then on this one, they powered through that. Back territory, the one I didn't expect to hold was the Bastilla team, and the one I did expect to hold was wiped out in one. So as you can see there, 9 battles. There's a lot of healing there. There's a lot of DPS to get through, and if you've used them on the front row, you're going to be trouble at the back unless you save something pretty tough. So all we need to do is clear the board, make sure of it. So we've got Bastila, we've got Karth, which looks pretty weak, we've got First Order, and we've got Bounty Hunters, and none of those particularly scare me, especially those, so we'll probably pick up some good banners. So yeah, let's start at the top. Let's give Revan an outing. And I'm guessing he, just to do a very, very quick, I'm not going to hang around too long, just do a very quick roster review. Uses, same as myself, Rebels in Arena, and then Fleet, very good with what he's got there, so must be very, very good. Roster, he's got Zetas in all the right places, pretty much. Ewoks, Kira, very good, very strong. Nest is good as well. And just seeing his Nest, I thought, well, how can I take out an easy, 60, 62, 63 banners I thought we got last time? So how do we stop our opponent doing that? And so it's kind of a work in progress, and I'll just update that as it goes. Wampa, not particularly geared up at the moment. It is a tough gear, but it's definitely worth doing and unlocking. as well. Strong strong important first order characters. But we've faced many teams like this, so we're just going to head straight on in. No messing around. We're going to use our Revan squad. Where's Jedi? We're going to use our Revan squad. And we'll probably go undersized here. Who's he got again? That's pretty good, actually. It's just going to be Jolie that's the annoying one that we'll need to mark first. But yeah, as you can see there, he's still gear 9. No real need in... Yeah, no real need in only going in with 4. Let's go in with Anakin as well for a little bit more offense, I guess. As I said, usually I would try and have a look at going a little bit more underhanded there in terms of maximising the banners, but as you see, he's had 9 battles, so I don't want to take any risks. Let's clear some of that foresight, use some of this fancy stuff. Let's just keep the attack up on Jolie. They don't have a tank, so that works for me. So it's nice and easy. Whereas you do have that tank in Kenobi, it is, but this is easy for getting to, and now I can just go straight to Yoda. So it actually makes it quite an easy battle. As I said, I'd rather not take any chances with this one. Just because if I clear the board, I know I've won it and I'm into the final. And let me know how your Grand Arenas went as well. Hopefully we've got a few of you who are heading to the final. And are you scouting out your next opponent, trying to work out who you're going to be facing in the final? I think I've got probably a Darth Revan coming up in my final. I did face one in the, as I said to you, I think it was the last stream, I haven't faced one before, and I faced one the other day in Arena. I had a little run in Arena, and it was okay. Rebels sort of went through it quite quickly. I believe turn order is pretty important, and I went for, who was it did I go for first? I think I went for Bastila first, then I went for HK, and I think the trick was saving Revan till last. But it is a scary squad, I'll give it that. It is super powerful, and as I said, Rebels, they just get lots of turns and you need to hit hard as well. Sorry if you can hear that, my cat's shouting at me as well. Right, let's just take these out. Let's go resistance here. And let's take some buffs off as well. Probably should have kept C3PO there, that was a bit of a silly mistake. Yeah, a little bit more potent than the last one. Right, who do I want to take out quickly? It'll probably be Captain Phasma. Stop that turn meter. First order pilot here. Hang on, I'm going to have to let this cat out. Bear with me. Let's try and stun Kylo Ren again. copy some nice banners. And let's try and finish him off. There we go, 60 banners. And I will use my first order here. And before we do, importantly, let's just check A, their speed, and B, their tenacity. Tenacity is 39. Speed is pretty good, 237. $182. So Bosk is the only one really that I've got to worry about. As I said, I'm not too worried about the rest of them. 181. So what's my speed and who goes off first? So 237. My first order. Two, three, four. I will have plus 30 from Kylo's leadership, so that's safe. So let's do that. And yeah, let's go first order. I was thinking of replacing first order TIE pilot with Stormtrooper. Quite stun gun heavy though, so that is a work in progress again. Right, let's throw that over to yourself. Keep your stun locked. Let's go for Greedo first. Take some. I guess the stun is probably one of the most annoying things there. And the ability block. We'll have another turn. Let's go over to IG-88. Let's stun Bosk again. And also let me know in the comments or on Discord if you found any useful counters for any teams that you wouldn't run the usual counters against, because it's always good to find new counters and give yourself a little bit more for offense. Or have you found any teams that held especially well on defense as well? I would really enjoy seeing that and developing out those teams as well. And let's finish off Dengar, see what he's got in the back. I think he would have kept his Revan for offense like most people do. And people just can't let go of that guaranteed win. Right, what's in the back? I've got Night Sisters, okay. Night Sisters and Nest, okay. And let's just see what... I probably shouldn't underestimate this. So I've got Rebels, I've got Treya. Wampa could probably handle this on his own. Ewoks might be at the back. Yeah, let's go. Clone. Let's go Attacker. And Wampa. Who have we got as a healer? Yeah, I'll go Tusken Shaman actually. There we go, let's try this. Get some speed up on the Tuskens. Let's get some big damage off. There we go, let's break the ice. Get some tenacity up and some turn meter going. Start adding those dots. Get rid of that pesky Catharian once and for all. And I find that actually Tuscans have some really good synergy, and they go very quickly as well. Aurora is one of the quickest in the game actually. They're very, very useful on 3-on-3 against B teams as well, so not to be overlooked even at low gear. Right, let's see what's hiding at the back. Phoenix, I knew it. And yeah. So, okay. So what have we got that easily beats Phoenix? So if we save Rebels for that Sith. If we save Treya for the Night Sisters. Phoenix doesn't have any Zaces on it, does it? No, okay. So let's go Phoenix first. Yeah, let's run Imperial Troopers because I'm going to go... Yep, that'll do me. You might have noticed I left Death Trooper out there. And he does double tap against rebel enemies, which is a really, really useful skill. However, he is probably more useful just to secure the win against the Night Sisters, and I will show you why in a second. And I actually saw this on the Chaos' stream. He's the mod slicer in Urzatron's Holotable Hall, and watching his streams are great in terms of theory crafting. So yeah, I would really recommend you try out his streams as well. I mean, that's probably enough right there. As I said, we don't really need to risk anything. So other rebels, anyone else there? Yeah, whereas I would usually use R2 and C3PO. I mean, I think I've got enough there. I might just chuck in St. Han and maybe Chopper for some taunt as well. Yeah, let's try that. I'm not particularly worried about the damage here. Right, I guess we'll take out Sith Trooper first. Let's get rid of everything. Yeah, let's get rid of Assassin. Let's try to anyway. I guess this team is probably pretty annoying. Let's finish off Assassin. Let's try and finish off Maul as well. And let's go for the stun here to try and finish off the Zeta. I need buff immunity here. And usually if you have something that does buff immunity, it will easily get through that Zeta and Salvage. Otherwise it is a bit of a nightmare. Right, and let's go Night Sisters. Reason I'm going Treya on this one, or Triumvirate, it's just a lot easier. Let's go that, and let's go yeah, let's go Death Trooper as well. He'll get rid of that taunt that Zombie sort of puts up as well. Yeah, so let's throw that over. Let's go isolate on Zombie probably. No, let's go isolate on Talvin. And let's fracture Amphistocle. That's one down. That's two down. Okay. Oh, right. Let's get rid of that taunt again. Let's go back to work on our bacta. Now then, what the reason I'm gonna annihilate here anyway. The reason I kept Death Trooper is, if you can see here, also inflict death mark for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. Targets defeated by terminate can't be revived. So if I target any Night Sister there, it can't come back to life with if this wasn't Dakka, for example. Her revive couldn't bring it back, and also it doesn't come back on Talzin's lead as well. So that is super useful for defeating Night Sisters and makes my life a whole lot easier, and hopefully it will yours as well, especially if you're using troopers. That's worth knowing. That is certainly worth knowing in terms of how to get around them a little bit more effectively. The final looks like it's going to be a little bit tougher. As I said, I think the guy who's going to win is going to be Darth Trevon owner. Darth Trevon? Who's Darth Trevon? I think he's going to be Darth Revan owner. Oh my god, I can't speak. Having a young baby really does keep you on your toes. So I think we're going to have a Darth Revan in the final. Well worth tuning in. This one's in the history books. This one's a win. And let me know how you got on yours, and I'll see you in the final. Cheers, gents. Have a good one.